Hi Krishna, everybody. Welcome to today's session. We welcome all of you and to our speaker today. Her name is Sukirti Madhvi Devi Dasi. Many of you know her. Some of you may not know her. She is the leader of ISKCON Youth Society, Chennai. And by profession, she's a psychotherapist. She's a motivational speaker, lifestyle coach, and she's a mentor to all the Youth Girl Society in ISKCON Temple, Chennai. And she's amazing. She is wonderful. And I'm sure after today's session, like many of us, you'll become like her fans. And we hope this session is useful to each one of you. And IYS is called as ISKCON Youth Services. It's basically a youth society of ISKCON Chennai Temple, like I mentioned before. Through this society, what we do is like-minded girls who are interested in spirituality, they come together, we discuss, we learn, we try to imbibe and apply Vedic wisdom like Bhagavad Gita in our lives. Because sometimes we think, okay, Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago, or spirituality is for older people. What is in it for me? But interestingly, from my personal experience, is that it makes so much sense. And Youth Society, ISKCON Youth Services, this Youth Society Girls Wing has so many departments like arts, like drama, like creative field. So if you're anywhere interested, please let us know. In your chat window, we will be posting, we have a WhatsApp group. So in our chat window, in the chat window of this Zoom session, you will have a WhatsApp link, which will be sent throughout the session. So please click in that link to join our WhatsApp group, where you will get daily darshan pictures. You can ask questions. You can meet people across the world, across the country, very much similar like you, and make new friends. So thank you, Mataji, for um, being our speaker today. We are extremely honored, and I'm really excited, and I'm sure everybody is excited for today's session.
Thank you, Ekaleshwari. Good to know that you are excited, and you will be happy to know that I'm also excited. So it's wonderful meeting all of you and trying to add value in whatever way I can. I would like to contribute to your life, and we will take it forward and see how it goes, where it goes. So thank you very much, Ekaleshwari Madhvi. She was Ekaleshwari. She is currently in US, and yet she is so attached to this IYS services, IYS Chennai, that she's a very active member of our youth services, even though she is now in the US. Okay, so before we begin, a quick prayer and then we will begin. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapad Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langaitem girim yatkripatabaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So I'm very happy to be here with all of you and discussing this very interesting and different topic, the mask we wear. So actually, even before we begin the session, I personally got so many queries about the topic. They found the topic very intriguing. Many people commented that what you are going to cover in this topic, and the topic sounds so fascinating. So before we get into the session, what is your understanding of this mask? Are we talking about the mask which we are wearing these days during the COVID time? Is it referring to that mask? Or what is that is it is referring to? So can you quickly type in the chat window, or if you want to speak up, I can unmute you and I would like to hear from you that what is your understanding. Okay, so Kirtana is saying our face. Nishtha says character which we portray in front of the world. And VM says what others think of us. Priya says the mask over our original personality. Sindhu is saying to one inside out. And Yogita says mask to be socially acceptable, though we are a different person inside. Okay, great. So many of you are typing there. And some of you are like directly hitting the bullseye when you are saying that side of us which we portray in front of others, it may be different for different people also. So it's not that we wear the same mask everywhere. So if I am dealing with, let's say, my parents, I may have a different mask. Because let's say if I know, for example, that my mom stays in Lucknow and she is very anxious about me, so whenever she calls me, even if I'm having some health hazard, if I'm having some challenges in my physical health, and yet I'll say, yeah, I'm doing very good, everything is fine, everything is nice. So what is happening? Though I may be in pain, but I cover it up. So that is one mask, right? The other mask could be which I may be wearing in front of my friends. So I may think that my friends would appreciate me more if I show that how I am so outgoing type, or how I am so friendly, or I am so broad minded. So within my mind, I may not be thinking like that, and yet I may choose to portray that image. So the point is that we fake, it is a fake personality which we create. And why do we create that? Because we want others to perceive us in a particular manner. So basically, masking means I pretend to be what I am not. So I am pretending. It can be with positive reasons, but mostly it is with negative connotation. So we will see in detail in today's session as why do we mask ourselves? Is it good for us or is it harmful to us? What we should be doing regarding this. So before we proceed and get into the session, I have a small exercise for all of you, which I am sharing. You just have to mark true or false here. And I really would appreciate if you can be completely honest. So no cheating in the sense, no wearing a mask here. Be yourself, choose the option if it is applicable to you. And even if like very few times you feel like that, but then that would also come in the category of true. So here it is, and I give you 2 minutes to complete that, and then we will process it. Great. So responses have started coming in. One more minute. So I have got 60% of responses, a little more time because I want all your responses. So Priya and Priya Keshari have written that they have done. Yes, 72%. Okay. So here we will end this poll and see what has come up. Let's process this information. There is too much of information because there were 10 questions. So let's process it. So yeah, I hope you can see the results now. So the first question was, I pretend to be normal if guests arrive unannounced, even if I was in a quarrel with my parents, even if I was quarreling with my parents. And 83% of us have chosen yes. So what are we doing at that time? That particular thing is also known as masking, because I am full of anger, I am in rage, I want to like scream my lungs out, and yet because the guests have come, so I put a mask and I smile and I like Hare Krishna or welcome or namaste or whatever. Masking. Next question. I find it very difficult to say no if someone requests me a favor. And 94% of us have mentioned there true. So for 94% of us, so now what is the situation that I'm finding it very difficult to say no? So what is happening within me? I want to say no, but then I'm not able to say no. So again, I'm doing something which I don't want to do. I'm not able to express my feelings. I'm not able to speak out that I don't want to do this. Why? Because somebody is requesting, so I feel like obliged. So again, I am a little resentful. I am a little bit suppressing myself, but yet I am saying yes. So that is again a type of masking. Third one, I like when my friends say that I am selfless. So 75% of us have chosen yes. So which means that for many, many things, we look for our friends' acceptance. Because here, what is happening is when they are saying selfless and I'm feeling good, which means I am looking for acceptance. I am willing to do things which will make my friends accept me. So, again, for certain things, I would be masking myself. Fourth, I feel confident with little makeup on my face, and 60% of us replied true. So, again, 60% wins there, which means what happens? I'm not feeling confident. I have a little low self esteem. I'm thinking, how am I looking? Am I okay or not okay? And then I apply little makeup. It is actually grossly we are putting mask. So we again mask ourselves there. The next question, when someone asks me, how are you? My instant reply is fine or good. Now, how is it possible that every time, whenever a person asks me, I'm good only? Have you ever thought that even if we are in the hospital and the doctor comes and asks, how are you feeling? First thing what we say is, I am good. And then I start describing, but this is a problem and this is a problem and this is a problem. So, what is happening is because we are so conditioned. So, there are certain times when we mask ourselves knowingly, and certain times we just mask ourselves and we are not even aware. So to that degree, we like hide ourselves from others. Next question. I have learned not to get into any relationship as I have seen some of my friends going through it miserably. And 73% of us have chosen their yes. So now I don't want to get into the relationship. And what is my reason? My reason is because others are having problem, which means I am suppressing my need. I may want to have a relationship, but just because others are not successful there and I don't trust. So there are the issues associated with the trust, and because of that I'm masking myself. So it is not, I mean, see, this mask not necessarily that I'm aware and I'm putting on myself. At many situations I don't even know, subconsciously I take a decision. So like subconsciously there it is that I decided that no, it is better that I keep myself away from the relationship, but maybe I deep down I want somewhere, but just because I'm having these trust issues observing my friends, and that is why I say no. The next one, I can't tell my family about my love interest as they may get hurt. So, again, 60% of us are saying true, which means again, we mask our emotions. We mask our feelings. We do not express to our family members. Why? Because out of genuine love for them. The next question. Sometimes I lie and hang out with my friends as parents do not give permission always. So here 54% of us are saying no, but 46% of us have said yes, which means not always, but occasionally. Sometimes I know like how many times my parents would give permission. So when they are not giving, at times I do lie. So what is happening here again? That I am hiding something. So the situation does not warrant and I am hiding. So I am actually wearing a mask there. The next one, I prefer peace over explaining my point of view and getting into an argument. So 73% of us have chosen here yes, that I don't get into an argument. I don't talk to other and explain my point of view. Why? Because I don't want any conflict in my life. So again, it is not that I'm agreeing with the other person's point of view. What is happening here is I prefer peace over like I can be settled here. I'm in agreement or peace with myself, and I'm just trying to avoid the conflict. So to avoid the conflict, I'm not getting into one. So again, masking. The next one, or rather the last one, I'm not comfortable discussing my spiritual interest with my friends. They may not understand and mock at me. So 68% of us have chosen yes there. So again, that tells us that in front of my friend, many a times I'm a different person. So though I like spirituality, and that is why on Sunday evening, where you could have done so many things, but you have logged in for this seminar and you are attending this session. So that indicates that though you are interested in spirituality, and yet you do not show that side of yourself to your friends. And why so? Because fear of rejection. So I don't want my friends to reject me, and that is why I am holding tight there. So this exercise was done primarily for all of us to understand that how there are various situations in life where I pretend to be who I am not. Now, what do you think? Like we discussed 10 situations. So what do you think, that all the situation masking is wrong, or it depends on the situation and we can choose whether to mask or not? What do you think, that all the situation masking is wrong, or sometimes it is correct also? Please type in the chat window. Okay, Priyadarshini, depends on the situation. Apsara, depends on the situation. Sneha, it is correct sometime. Ashmita, depends on situation. Fantastic. So this was the lesson which I wanted to drive. The first thing is that we should understand that yes, masking, there are certain reasons why we do it, and sometimes it is correct also. So we are, because we are so negatively oriented with this word. So with this exercise I wanted to remind you of various situations where we do put the mask, and we understand at few occasions it is okay to have this mask on us. So now we will get into the next section, and we will discuss that why do we hide our emotions? Why do we need the mask? So there are basically two broad categories if we divide. One is inappropriate situation. So like we took an example that the first question which we have asked, that I'm quarreling with my parents, or those of you who are married, maybe quarreling with a husband, and some guest arrive and suddenly we are all goody goody and nice. So why? Because we don't want to show that side to the guests, and the situation does not warrant. So basically inappropriate situation. Another example, like for example, I am going for a job interview. Now there is something which is bothering me, there is something which is disturbing me, but I'm going for the job interview, so I need to feel confident, I need to show confidence, I need to reflect confidence, and I cannot afford to be anxious or disturbed or nervous there. So then in such situation I choose. So one is, if the situation is inappropriate, then I choose for masking. Second is inappropriate audience, the audience itself is not appropriate. So for example, there are certain things which we do not speak if children are around. Like if small child is around, then we are conscious of what we are talking and what impression that child may have. So what we are doing is we are again filtering the information and filtering the expressions of our emotion also. So there are various situation or audience in front of which we actually mask ourselves. So now going into the details of this, there are basically 7 things broadly. I have divided it into 7 things which tell us that we should not mask on those 7 points. So moderator, can you type there CLOVTED, CLOVTED. So this is the acronym which I request you to remember. No, CLOV, not VE. CLOV TED, CLOVTED. Yeah. So this is what we will work around for some time now. This is the second section of our today's discussion. So C as in avoid conflict and protect my relationship. So many a times in order to avoid conflict, we mask ourselves. Like I think 2 days back, I was talking to one of you where we were having some discussion that the parents were actually forcing her to take non-vegetarian food. And she, though she completely understands that she should not take non-vegetarian food, but just to avoid the conflict at home, because she was saying that I don't have that much courage to fight with my parents currently. So from that perspective, she started considering whether she should eat or not eat. So what is happening is, deep down within her, she has no desire, but then she is masking to protect her Krishna consciousness or to not reveal her Krishna consciousness. So that is avoiding conflict. Another example could be that I may be very, very possessive, and I may feel very hurt when I see my partner appreciating some other lady. So I may feel very hurt internally, yet I pretend as if I'm okay because I want to be seen broad minded. So what I'm doing is avoiding conflict and protecting my relationship. So this was for the second part, that I do not fight with the person. So I don't want a conflict there, and I'm protecting my personal relationship. So what is happening in the process is I am suppressing myself. I am not coming out in public as who I am. I am masking myself. So that is the first one. C stands for that conflict. So if we read from the scriptures, we are talking about conflict. Now, Arjuna was in such a conflicting situation. And that's the time when Bhagavad Gita was actually spoken, because Arjun was like, okay, I don't want conflict. Let me put this mask. Let me go to forest. Let me be a sannyasi, or let me do whatever. Let my brothers live happily and I will not kill other people. So he saw that this was a way to avoid conflict. And there Krishna corrected him. Krishna said that you cannot survive like that. And people will laugh at you. And no, you don't think that people, others would think that you are going to the forest because you are highly elevated. They will think that you are running away from the battlefield, and that is why you are going there. So conflict masking because of conflict is not okay. We heard two example from our practical life and one from the scriptures. So in scriptures we saw how Krishna corrected him. In practical life we saw, like for example, the example which I was giving, that my partner is appreciating someone, I do not like it, and I don't tell him. So how would he ever get to know? And can I live like this forever, or it'll burst someday? It'll come out huge. So it is better to see. So we will see in the next section how do we get out of the mask also. So this is the first thing of C. The second letter L. L stands for low self-esteem or lack of confidence. So I may start wearing a lot of branded clothes and accessorize myself and wear a lot of cosmetics just because I don't want other people to know me, to know real me, because I'm actually very, very um I have a lot of inferiority complex. I have a lot of negative self-image. I have very low self-esteem. So I pep it up with all these branded clothes so that when people look at me, they look at the brands. They cannot reach at actual me. They get allured by all these brands. So that is what happens when I am covering myself up with low self-esteem. I do not like me, and how can I present myself to others? I personally don't like me. So that is the problem in this case. So what I start doing is I start showing them what I feel ideally I should be. Because I don't like myself, I have a low self-esteem, but I am showing them the ideal me. कि मेरे हिसाब से what is the best, what I should be. So that is how we start showing them. Or otherwise, what also I try is to gain social acceptance. So people don't like me because I don't like myself, but I want to be accepted by others. So then I start masking myself. I am afraid that, like how we discussed, that how my friend would make fun of me or my Krishna consciousness, which means maybe I have a little low self esteem about that. And I'm trying to mask it up. I had a friend when I was doing my MBA, one of my friend, the classmate. So till the very end, he said that he was unmarried. And much later, we got to know that he was married, and not only married, he had a 4 or 5 year old child also. But all our MBA days, he was actually hiding this fact. Why? Because he thought that he would face rejection from all of us, because like we were bubbly students, youthful, and he was a married man with responsibility. So he thought that he would not fit in if he would not tell a lie. So he lied on his own identity for like 2 years. We did not know that he is married and he has a child also. So that need for fitting in is there, and we have this low self-esteem, and that is how we start lying. So I'll give you one more example. Those of you who are Friends fan, who would watch Friends. So in Friends serial, there is this character Chandler Bing, and it is showed that he uses his humor to cover up his personality. So he has like really low self-esteem, and that is how he uses humor to keep people at distance and to cover him up. He masks himself with humor. And talking about a example from the scriptures. So example from the scripture would be Surpanakha. So I'm sure we all know Surpanakha. So she was a Rakshasi. She was quite horrible looking. But when she sees Ram and Lakshman, and especially Lord Ramchandra, and her heart was full of lusty desires. So what she does is she fakes that she is a very beautiful, attractive woman. And that is how she goes there. So because of low self-esteem, because she knew that if she would go like that, then Rama would definitely reject. And she wanted to fit in. So L stands for low self-esteem. The third one is O. O stands for others. So I want to keep others happy. And that is why I sometimes lie. So like I was giving you that example at the beginning, that how whenever my mother calls, generally I tell her, unless I'm very sick, I generally tell her that I'm fine, I'm doing good. Why? Because she'll be so anxious. I want her to be happy. Anyway, she's not here and she cannot really do much about it. So at least let her not know that I am suffering. So like that. Or for example, after marriages, I have seen many daughters, when they go to their parents' house, generally, even if there is lot of difficulty in their in-laws' house, they generally do not reveal that. Why? Because they put a mask and they say that they are happy. I mean, especially in Indian households, it is quite common, because they don't want to cause any trouble or any anxiety to their parents. So, to a certain degree, probably yes, to keep others happy, it is okay to put a mask. And the example for this from the scriptures is Hanuman. So, when Hanuman reaches Lanka, first meeting with Mother Sita, and Hanuman knew that if he would appear in his gigantic form in front of Sita, so Sita may get scared, and Sita would definitely doubt that he is an agent of Ravan. So what Hanuman does is he reduces his size, reduces, and he becomes a very tiny person. And then he starts singing the glories of Lord Ramchandra. He starts describing how he looks. He starts describing his various pastimes, his attributes, his condition now when Sita was not there. So when he starts describing all those things, actually actually Hanuman was sort of masking himself, not coming out as he was. Why? Because he wanted to please Sita Devi. He wanted to reach her heart. He wanted to make that appeal to her heart. So that is how we see that he also sort of masked, but for a good purpose. So O stands for others. So when we want to make others happy. The next one is V, and V is hiding your vulnerable side. So we all are vulnerable at some place or the other. We all may not like to experience those negative or vulnerable feelings. For example, if you know, like for example, if somebody's father is an alcoholic and is very violent, so wherever this girl goes and she, like during the discussion, if it comes up and she tells that this is how her father is, then people start pitying her. So this girl does not like to be pitied. So what she says that, my father is a very good person, he takes very good care of me and I'm just happy. So we project that image in front of others, because that is my vulnerable side that I don't want to share with everybody. So we mask. Or otherwise, sometimes, like when we are hurt, we are hurt, but we don't want the other person to know that we are hurt. So that time also we mask ourselves. For example, if I tell my mother to keep a secret, and the next family gathering, she actually announces it to everyone. So I feel so hurt. But then in the entire people, like so many family members are there. So in front of everybody, I do not pounce at her and I start telling that, look, I'm hurt and why did you speak like that? Right? So these are the situations. So I am like protecting my vulnerable side. So though I'm feeling hurt, but I'm not coming out in open. Or to hide our fear. Sometimes that fear is a vulnerable side. Like again, my example, I have this phobia for cats. So I would feel very scared with a cat. So one particular place where I visited, and the owner had a cat and the cat sat next to me, and I was like stoned. I was so scared. But then I thought that if I'll tell that I'm scared, then what this lady would think, and she was very fond of her cat and all that. So then I tolerated for some time. But then finally, probably my face communicated. I could not mask enough and it came out. So the point is that I was not very comfortable in sharing to that lady that I am scared of cat, because I see that as my weakness, as my vulnerable side, and I was trying to hide it from her. So all these situations comes in masking when you are trying to save your vulnerable side. So when we talk from scriptures, we get the example of Kamsa. Now Kamsa, we know that how he was Kamsa, you know, right? Krishna's mama, maternal uncle. So we know about Kansa, and we know that how he was actively trying to search Krishna when there was a this Akashvani, when he heard that Krishna has already been born. So he actively started looking out for Krishna because he wanted to kill Krishna, because he was very, very, very scared. But then outwardly, he would project that he is not scared, that he is quite confident. But his situation, it is described in Srimad Bhagavatam that in his palace, even if the glass would drop and make some sound, and he'll immediately turn and he'll say, Krishna, Krishna has come. So he would be so scared, but then simultaneously he was trying to like mask it up that he is in control of the situation and this is a small boy and he can definitely get him killed. So this is one such case about hiding the vulnerable side, V. After V comes T, T as in trust issues. So I may have some trust issues, like I have been dumped twice in a relationship, and so I don't need any relationship. I may say that I don't want any relationship, I don't want to get into any relationship because twice it has been a failure for me. So now my point is, it is not that I don't want a relationship. What I don't want is, I don't want to be dumped again. So my desire is to have a healthy, perfect relationship. But then I mask it up, I cover it up, and I portray that, I am not interested in marriage. I don't want to get married. I don't want to get into any relationship itself, what to talk of marriage. So that is the trust issue. So because of trust issues, we mask ourselves. So for this, there is this classic example of Mother Kaikeyi. So Kaikeyi, when she asks Dashrath for the two benediction, one was to make Bharat the king, and second was to send Rama to Vanvas for 14 years. So now this lady, she had major trust issues that whether Dashrath would honor her benediction or not, because she knew that Dashrath is so attached to his son Ramachandra. So she was not very confident. So when she goes and tells Dashrath like that, and then after a while she calls Rama and she tells that your father is supposed to follow these two things. These are the two benedictions which I have asked. So because why? Because she was having major trust issues there. So masking up sometimes when we have these trust issues. So here it basically revolves around relationship. When relationship failures are there, so then we develop this trust issue. And trust is also developed based on like long term upbringing. If in my childhood I had difficult time with different relationships, then again I get this trust issue. Like many of the people whom I have been mentoring, so some of them have very bad experience in their childhood, sexually abusing incidents. So now they have developed such deep trust issue that it is very difficult for them to open up and talk to opposite sex. So that is there. Coming to the next one, E as in excitement. So sometime what happens is I may feel so excited. Like in Hindi, there is a saying that man hi man laddu phoot rahe hain. So internally, I am very happy, but externally, I don't try to show that, or I want to hide it. For example, if you unofficially get to know that you are getting a big salary hike, but the thing is not yet official. Let's say you sneaked in your boss's email and you could find that you are getting a big promotion and a hike. So now you know that, but you can't show it because you can't go and tell your boss that you have sneaked in his email, right? So what we do is we are hiding our excitement at that time. So this is also a position or a situation where people wear these masks. So another example for this is Manthara. So Manthara, when Rama was actually being sent to exile and Dashrath was dying there, and the other queens were sulking and lamenting and crying, and Manthara was like somehow controlling her happiness, or she actually became very happy. So sometimes such situations, so we hide our excitement, but internally we are like really, really happy. And the D in Cloveted, D stands for to deceive. So sometimes we want to deceive or manipulate a person, and that is why we put a mask. So an example could be for this one that if there is a, let's say, a man, a flirt type of a person, and he wants to have some physical intimacy with a particular girl. So now what he does is he starts faking that he is a very gentle and sober and protective lover, and he develops a relationship with her, and then he utilizes her for whatever his physical needs are, and then he leaves her. So what is happening is he has masked himself to enjoy with that girl. So that is another type of situation where a person uses this mask. So for this deceiving or manipulation, our scriptures are full of examples of so many demons, be it Putana, who comes as almost dressed as beautifully as goddess Lakshmi herself, or we have Ravana, who comes as sannyasi and who deceits Sita and takes her and kidnaps her. So there are so many such examples. So these are broadly, I mean, there can be more reasons, but when I was doing my research, I could find out that these basically 7 areas where people actually mask. And except for one where it is done to give others happiness, the other reasons are not so significant for us to applying a mask. So that we would cover in the second section. And before we proceed to the second section, if you have any question regarding this, or is it clear and can we proceed? I hope it's making sense. You there? Can you type in if you are there and assure me that you are there and it is all going fine and you are able to connect? Okay, Sneha, you have asked which reasons are correct and which not. That would be discussing in the third section. Good. So we are happy that you are able to connect, because see, in today's session, what is the topic what we are discussing? We are not discussing masking. We are discussing ourselves. So like I take classes on Bhagavad Gita, I take classes on Chaitanya Charitamrita. This class is on you. You are the subject of discussion. So that is why we are spending so much time to understand that what exactly do we mean by this masking, and that is why I'm giving you so many real life examples. Okay, so there are no questions. Anuttama, is there any question or can we proceed further?
There is one question, Mataji.
Yes.
What is the difference between emotions and masks?
Okay, what is the difference between emotions and mask? Actually, we mask our emotions. So masking means that we are pretending or we are showing something which we are not feeling. So if we are feeling very stressful and we are saying that I am feeling happy, so that is masking. So basically we mask our emotion so that we can hide how we are feeling now. So hope that is clear. Okay, so we would go to the next section. Sindhu, you are asking E. E stands for excitement, hiding excitement. Okay, so proceeding further. Now, when we mask ourselves, now we are going to discuss reasons to shed the mask, or what happens when we are masking ourselves. How does it affect us? So, taking it one at a time, now there are certain reasons. One is, if I am masking, then that disrupt the communication, because I'm not able to talk my heart out to somebody else. I'm not able to be myself. Have you ever felt anyone would like to share any incident where you actually feel so choked up because you have been suppressing yourself because you want to fit in, and you actually felt choked up? Anyone there who wants to share can raise the hand. That you try to be somebody else whom you are not, and then you ended up in trouble. I mean, more than anything, mentally. Okay, yes, Nishtha, I'm asking you to unmute. Can you unmute yourself? Yes, you are unmute, Nishtha. You can speak. Hare Krishna. I can't hear you. Is Nishtha audible to anybody?
No, Mataji.
Okay, I'll request you again, Nishtha, try once again. Okay, guess there is some difficulty at her end. Tejasvi has raised her hand. Tejasvi, can you unmute?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, actually, in my previous schooling, I used to study up to night 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
So after that, after later, I was stressed up, and my parents removed me from that school, and
Okay.
I started learning in a normal school, and later I started feeling like if I don't study for many hours, then I'm not studying.
Could you explain a little more?
Like if I see myself I'm not studying much time, then I think I'm not studying well.
So that is how you concluded that unless you study more, you are not really studying.
Yes,
Okay, so how can we connect it to the disrupted communication?
ma'am.
See, what we are discussing is that when we mask ourselves or when we are hiding our feeling, then what is happening is I'm not able to communicate to others. So any such
Yes,
situation?
no, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Tejasvi, for sharing that. We have Kamala who is asking to share something. Kamala?
Uh, Hi, I'm not Kamla. I'm talking from my mom's phone. I'm Sampada.
You are?
I'm Sampada. My name is Sampada.
Yes, Sampada.
Yeah, so I go to university and I studied in India and I shifted to London to stay with my parents. And I'm currently doing my undergraduation.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel left out in my group.
Mm-hmm.
I feel left out in my group and I really feel alone. And sometimes the feeling builds up and I really feel lonely and I have this outbursts. And other times I take up too much of work just to keep myself busy, and it gets overwhelming that it affects me so much in many ways that I do understand it is affecting me. And I try to keep telling my mother, but she does not know exactly how to help, and it's just also consuming for me. I don't know where to begin with, how to deal with it, because I know what I'm feeling, but also I've tried to express it, but I feel there is not much of help that I'm able to get, or the way I'm expressing, someone else is able to get what I'm trying to say.
Okay. We
Yeah.
completely understand that point, what you are making, Sampada, that you feel so choked up because nobody is there who's able to understand you. So
Yeah.
you are trying to express, you have tried to express, and you are not able to fit in. You tried that, and finally you have reached at a position where you feel a little choked up.
Choked up. And also I like there are times where I really want to talk to someone, and then I try to turn to my friends and all of them are busy, and that is when I feel I really have no friends to talk to or no one to share with anything.
That's quite sad to know, Sampada. And after that, you can connect with us on our WhatsApp number and we can discuss more in detail about the personal aspect of it. But yes, so what I was talking about is if we continue masking ourselves, then this is how, like Sampada is describing, that she has reached to a point where she's not able to communicate and it gets all choked up. So actually, we try to mask ourselves in order to avoid conflict, but what happens is in the process of masking we actually reach to other extreme where we are not able to communicate, and we depend so much on others approval for everything we, because like if I'm masking because I want acceptance for me, so what is happening is actually my low self esteem continues to build. We are more and more dependent on that mask, and we like always try to hide behind it and cover myself. And as an impact, what happens later is my relationship gets strained. So the other person may get confused. Like, for example, if somebody is actually asking that, sorry, the chat, something is coming there. Okay, okay. We'll come back to you, Sneha. We'll complete the section and we'll come back to you. So now the complete dependence on the mask. I start completely depending on the mask because I know that, okay, so if I mask myself, if I mask my emotions, if I don't show who I really am, then my friend starts appreciating me. My friend starts liking me. So I constantly wear that mask. So in the process, I forget who I really am and what can actually give me happiness. I become so very vulnerable by suppressing my emotions that unreal me becomes my natural habit. So automatically I become so very unreal in this deep desire to just fit in and have the acceptance. And in the whole thing, what would happen is that the other person may get very confused. So for example, if, like I gave you this example, that I do not tell my partner that I feel very possessive or I feel jealous if he talks to somebody else. I say, yeah, this is okay. I don't mind. That is fine. So I am staying there, but internally I know that I feel very disturbed. And now this person, he thinks that it is okay. So he would not understand what is happening within me. But then he would see that I am disturbed. So I am not telling him why I am disturbed, but he can perceive that I am disturbed. So what would happen as a result is that he would get so confused and frustrated. And he may start doubting me that I am not revealing myself. So I don't trust him. And that is why I am not telling him. So there are clashes which comes around that. So there is a lot of stress, there is communication barrier, relationships are strained, and we may start accepting the unreal me as the real me. And as a result of all this, many a times we may end up into some exploitative relationship. So that is how we understand that this masking is actually so dangerous. So we are looking for others, we are looking to others, we are looking for a validation, we are looking for an appreciation, and we are ready to compromise ourselves completely just to get that confirmation from my friend. I mean, for me to love me, I need my friend to say that I am good. So that is how we become so delusioned. That is how our state becomes so delusional state. So how do I stop it? So first thing, before that, do we want to stop masking? Can you write in the chat window if you want to stop masking? Okay, Ankita, Sneha, Priya, Hema, Priya Sakhi Malati, Apsara, Akshata, everybody is typing there that yes, we want to stop masking. So now what is the procedure? How can we stop masking? First thing, mindfulness. Mindfulness or becoming aware. Are we aware that we are giving in so much? Are we aware that I am wearing a mask? All these times when we do something, are we aware that we are wearing a mask? Like we took up so many situations. Today's session was completely situational. It was full of so many situations. So how many times are we conscious that we were actually wearing a mask? So first step is becoming aware of your own feelings, getting in touch with our feelings. Like simple things. We have become so distracted. We are always so distracted and mind is always so agitated that we do not realize what am I feeling. If I'll ask you some feeling related questions, you may find it very difficult because we don't know how to feel. So we have to learn how to feel and we have to acknowledge what we are feeling. So first step is mindfulness. Second is sharing your feelings honestly. Now, with whom do I share my feeling? So I share the feeling with the other person where I have been suppressing myself. And how do I share that feeling? Try using I words to express the feelings respectfully. So rather than saying, you did not meet up to my expectations, you did not behave in the way which I was expecting, can I speak it in I language, that I feel hurt when this happened? So now I'm still communicating the same thing, but there is a huge difference. The difference is I'm not blaming the other person. So like if I see that my husband is appreciating somebody else, then rather than saying that, why were you appreciating so much that other lady? Don't I cook good food? Why you are going and appreciating food cooked by others? So rather than talking it like that, if I say that I feel uncomfortable, I am not okay, I am not able to take it, so can you change yourself? So you see, we are expressing ourselves, but simultaneously we are expressing respectfully. So we are not in the blame game, but we are expressing the whole thing, the whole concern respectfully. So that is the second step. So first is becoming mindful, and second is expressing honestly but respectfully using I words. And third one is talk to someone you trust. So if you are uncomfortable in opening up with that concerned person directly, talk to someone whom you trust. So that person can actually help you in sorting out the things. I mean, talking really helps. So first we have to identify where and all I have been masking. Then I have to see how can I express it to the other person so that I'm not blaming the other person and yet I am expressing. And third is I talk to someone. If I'm not able to talk to that person directly, or if it is not helping, then I talk to someone whom I trust. So any questions so far? So if you don't have any question, or if you have questions also, we will take the questions after watching this beautiful video about, let's see about what it is. 1 minute, just let me share the video. There is no audio, but there is just this video. I'll ask you, what all did you see? Watch carefully. I'm going to ask question. Not very pleasant sight, but still continue watching. Okay, so coming back, what do you think it was? Any broad guesses? What did we see just now? Okay, so Sneha has written animals don't mask. Priya is saying hunting instincts of creatures. See, this is connected to today's session. So I'll not show you a National Geographic Channel video. Okay, Saindavi, each animal had unique nature. Santoshi, they do their job without bothering. Okay, Kamakshi, they cannot express, but we can. Different living beings in their true state. Okay. Sukanya says they are themselves. Apsara says animals expose themselves truly instead of masking. Priya says animals try to hunt. They are what they are, no masking. Okay, good. Thank you very much for that wonderful analysis of the video, which I did not see that side, but you are showing me so many sides of that. Now, coming back. So why did I show that video is because we are, as of now, we were talking about masking for our real emotions, hiding our real emotions. But this video now, my dear friends, do you have any idea? Like we saw 9 different life forms there. I've joined 9 clippings. So I know there are 9 different life forms which we saw in this video. And though I could not see your faces, but like Niti Kishori is sitting next to me, and I saw that her face of that disgust when the lizard appeared. So do you have any idea, be it algae or fish or lizard or different animals, we have actually crossed all those species of life. And this body is also a mask. Who are the real you? Who is the real you? So the real you is actually hiding behind this body. So this is also, so those were the masks I was showing, that we have all worn all those masks and many, 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 many more. In fact, Bhagavad Gita describes that there are 84 lakh species of life. So we have worn all those type of masks before we attain human form of life. So can you just like analyze or breathe in this information that we have been wearing masks since time immemorial. We are not what we think we are. So what mask we were discussing so far was masking only in this lifetime. That was very, very temporary. But for lifetimes after lifetimes, we have been masking around this body, right? So if that mask is so dangerous, if that mask is harmful, if we want to give up that emotional masking, what about this masking? What are we trying to do to remove this mask? What are we trying to achieve the real you? So that is the question where I would end my today's session. This was the insight which I wanted to give to each one of you, and I want you all to start thinking in a real broad-minded manner. So when we say broad-minded, and we were thinking, okay, acceptance, rejection, okay, fit in, all those things are there. But the most important thing is that we have to get out of this mask of this human body or any body. So we have been changing masks, and we have to get out of this mask, and then we attain perfection. So before you all leave, because officially the time is up, so now I'll be taking question and answer. And before you all leave, there are 2 very important announcements. One is that we really, really need your feedback form, because it helps us in working our future sessions. So the feedback form link has been posted. We request you to please submit the feedback form before you leave. And the second announcement is about this ISKCON Youth Services. So we have shared the WhatsApp group details. And as Ekaleshwari was talking in detail at the beginning, that this is a forum to facilitate like-minded people who may be facing similar challenging situations. So like many of you, now we will be taking the question answer, and we would find out that many of us actually have similar problems, like friends, big source of problem. Parents, again, another source of problem, right? So how do we collectively handle problems? By sharing how the other person is handling and how can we handle that. So that is the motto behind this ISKCON Youth Services. So it helps us in channelizing our talents in the service of the Supreme Lord, and it also helps us in giving the Sangha or the association of like-minded people.